I have absolutely loved watching Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell build this franchise from the ground up. If you're a Lions fan, been there from the beginning, you've been there through the Matt Patricia stuff. Well, before that, but you were there through the Matt Patricia stuff. It's COVID. You're like, what is this? And then Brad Holmes comes in and you get to see, literally get to see how to build a successful franchise. So the Detroit Lions continue to fool the NFL because other teams in the NFL are trying to do what the Lions are doing, and they're doing it right in front of everybody else. And it's like, oh, this is amazing. Like, I didn't know, right? If you told me how do you build a franchise, you know, draft well, you do this, you do that. But what the Lions are saying, no, no, no. Here's how you build a franchise, and we've seen it now. We're getting to see it. And now the one thing that I was always questioning, or was like, all right, great problem. We've drafted extremely well. Now these guys are going to be due for contracts. What's going to happen? Jared Goff, he's good, but is he worth the? It's like, do we give him all the money? I'm going to show you how incredible it is that the Lions are drafting well, but now this next iteration of building is okay. What happens when Aiden Hutchinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch, Jameer Gibbs, all these guys that have been drafted that are really good, developed, are due to get paid, and the Lions are showing it. So, first one, Penei Sewell, give him $28 million a year. And it's like, whoa, this is okay, big money. It's like, well, this was the easiest one I'd start. So that's why I started here. Remember, he's 23 years old. We've got him locked up for 6 years at $28 million. So what you're doing is you're getting locked in. It's like a mortgage. So people, and I use it for Jared Goff. Let me go to Jared Goff real quick. Jared Goff is right here, $53 million. And again, contracts are a little weird. They just kind of took how much he could earn, divided it by the contract. So these aren't fully right, but just for the sake of looking at it, it's like, can't do that, can't pay him. It's like, well, wouldn't that be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice if home prices, if a nice 5-bedroom house cost $100,000? They don't. They cost $500,000. You need a house. That's the Jared Goff. It's like, well, I don't know. So what do? Well, you buy that house and you lock it in. Now, as home prices continue to rise, the Lions are locked into Jared Goff at this price for the next 4 or 5 years, while other teams are going to have to pay Dak Prescott, it's just like, oh my gosh. So you've locked in your mortgage rate, mortgage payment, if you will, while the other teams are it's just going to keep going up and up. And quarterbacks, especially, keep resetting the market. So the Lions get out ahead of that. Also, so we saw tackle, we saw quarterback. Now you go to Penei Sewell, or you go to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Whoa, I don't know. That's a lot of money. It's like, is it? Is it? All immediately, he's the fourth, tied for, well, he's third, fourth. It doesn't matter. And wide receivers continue to get paid, reset the market. In just a couple of years, he'll be the 7th highest paid wide receiver, and he's 23 years old. And the Lions are staying ahead of it. So they're drafting well, staying ahead of it. Now, here's why I say staying ahead of it, because available cap space, the Lions are second in the NFL with $38 million in cap space. So these huge contracts, right? And that's the thing, and is you do YouTube and stuff, is like you're looking for people's attention and you're trying to get the engagement. And so millions of dollars, 28 million, 10 million, 30 million, 100 million, like people react differently and react to those numbers. So when you see that the Lions shell out $300 million this offseason, no, they didn't shell out anything. It's perfect. They went and they bought really good property at prices that, hey, yeah, it costs money, but you need that property, and the property values are just going to continue to go up. Let's lock in the guys that we can, the franchise players. So the Lions spent a lot of money. They're still very healthy in the cap. They're still going to be able to pay and push out. The Lions know that the cap will go up, keep throwing money forward. And I think Brad Holmes is fully comfortable with that, and he knows how to do it. So it's like, okay, this is this is unbelievable. This is like, let's just keep doing that and and just keep throwing the money out forward. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about. One thing that was interesting to me, let me pull this up really quick, is um well, first of all, Jared Goff got officially married. Good job, Jared. Thank you so much. Okay, but we already knew that was happening. Let's take a look at the training camp schedule. Kind of came out, kind of interesting. July 27th is when it starts. Season ticket holders, it's kind of a, not a lot happens. Let the fans kind of come out, see the team. They get Sunday off, and then they get into it. And they get into it, man. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's just like, here we go. Every single day, starting at 8:30 in the morning. And if you're wondering why there's such a big gap between practices, is because the Lions will be spending that week in New Jersey for a set of joint practices with the New York Giants. So that was what I was going to talk about here. Is there's a gap right here. Joint practice with the Giants. Dan Campbell really likes that. Dabo's the coach. Him and Dan Campbell know each other. Love that. There's a couple of season ticket holder stuff, and then general public. Tickets to go see the Lions training camp are free, but there's a limited amount. Per the Lions website, tickets will be available for season ticket holders on July 9th at 10 a.m. and general public and July 16th at 10 a.m., which is really interesting. So I went, 15 years ago when the Lions were not good, like 2010, or they were trying to come out of that 0-16 season, and I just like walked right up. I don't even remember getting tickets. I don't remember how that worked. But I was just there, and I was like, all right. And I think it was Kelvin's like rookie year, but I was like, man, Kelvin Johnson, like we're gonna be so good this year, and that just goes to show the difference, because a lot of us didn't know what a successful franchise looked like. We weren't paying attention to the Lions, and you saw Jim Caldwell, and you saw some different things. We were like, I wonder, are we good? I think we're good. And it's like, no, we're not. Oh, we added Dre Bly. We got Dre Bly. We're going to be so good. No, we got Reggie Bush. We just added a player here and there, and it always felt good, but it was like, man, it never worked. So let me know in the comments on just the Lions franchise, just ahead of the game. Like, it just feels so good, because football is real sport, not real sport, the most paid attention to sport. And so it's nice to have your team be good in a sport that everyone's paying attention to and everyone's talking about. And it's like, and your friends that are Packers fans or Vikings fans or Bears, Packers and Bears, this seems to be the main two. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.